I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and on the Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one up. So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGproject.io was the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's just how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the telegram. Tap in. It's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. And I've been waiting to stream all day with you guys. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Let's jump into it. What you gonna do with all that cash? What you gonna do with all that cash? And I did actually get a copyright struck for singing 2 lines of Black Biddy Bamba Lamb. I don't even want to make it. I don't know. I don't think it actually played on there, but maybe it did. I don't know. I don't know, kids. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. Put the link in comments here if you guys want to join. Also, I should put the put this one right here. Put the YouTube link in our Telegram, t.me/anti-gravity saga. Check that out. All right, so big night tomorrow. We are going to see a bunch of EDI get swept into the EDI payout pool. And this will be the first chance for people who have sacrificed their jackpot winnings. They rolled them. They just sent them into the void instead of cashing them out and dumping them, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty loyal and amazing group we have. Our best damn community in crypto, hands down. As I've said before, I'll say it again. And a friendship confirmed with Dr. Doge. We'll jump into that too. We kind of touched on it earlier, but we'll see. Also, Squirrel Swap also doing some cool stuff on the Dr. Doge mining, where you can mine Dr. Doge by saving humanity. So yeah, a bunch of money's going to go there. If you sacrificed, basically the only people with anything worth sacrificing up to this point in the game are people who hit the jackpot. They each won 333 darker matter tokens. Remember that the price of darker back when this was given out was between 60 and 70 cents. So, 60, 70 cents times 333, that's a decent chunk of change in this market. That's actually enough to buy a decent bag or a dolphin position in a bunch of tokens. So the fact that people were like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw this back into the ocean. I'm gonna sacrifice it to the void. That's pretty cool. And all of those tokens, crazy amount of them, most of them went back into the jackpot. So now the jackpot for round 2 is going to be 999 darker. So the temptation is 3 times greater to hit the claim button and just go shopping. Just dump those on the market. That would be some decent money come July 14th. Yeah, July 14th. So July 14th, which is, I think it's a Friday. Is it? No. July 14th it's next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, some craziness is going to go down. And of course, tomorrow night is when that first big hit of Edai is going to hit there. In fact, let's check out how much it is. I'm going to share my screen here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. And tuck myself down here in the corner. There we go. Yeah, let's actually go straight to our favorite website in the entire world, agproject.io. This is where we played the first version of Dark Matter, and we kept it the same website. So the branding suite, the t-shirts that say AG Project are still good. All of the NFTs from the first round that say agproject.io, they're still good. So let's see here. Let's go home. And as you can see, there's 15 addresses that sacrificed. And they sacrificed 3,172. Oh, wait, no. So there's 15 sacrifices, but they sacrificed a total of 53,956. So 53,956 darker were rolled forward to the next payday jackpot, which there's only 88 winners of, by the way. And yeah, so there's 3,172 sacrificed. That doesn't, I'm not quite sure what the 3,000 means. We'll have to kick that out to Claude and see what's going on. But if you're new here, this is how you play. You mint, you farm, you get paid. Mint, farm, get paid. And we're talking about getting paid tomorrow in a big way. In fact, if we just go to get paid and we go to the jackpot, it looks like there's 162 jackpots that were sacrificed by 15 addresses or less. And there's 15,000 rolling over, but that also includes the 53,946 that were sacrificed. So a good chunk of change sacrificed. 2.5% of the total supply was rolled forward right there. 40 people claimed, which is, I think there's only 2 unclaimed people. Nope, there's 12. 12 unclaimed jackpots are sitting out there somewhere. So 202 have been claimed or sacrificed out of 214. And if you take this chunk of change, if you go to claim Edai, oh my gosh, dude, it's all the way up to 54.52. And there are 334 darker left in the converter that people can push the sell button on. It'll make it rain. It'll take those 334, convert them to Edai, and drop them in there. And we'll see the effect that this has on the chart. It's definitely one of the most interesting charts in crypto because you can see the effects of the gameplay directly on the chart. So people have been getting really good deals and some people have been pumping it back up. But at the end of the day, we'll show you guys what that does with the circulating supply because that's what people are buying and selling, right? Is the circulating supply. I've got 530 tokens in this wallet. So let's go through here. Let's go play. We're going to mint. Let's mint, I don't know, let's mint 200. You guys want to mint 200 of these? We got 7 days left. So let's actually bring that down to like 75. We're going to mint 75 right now. So we'll mint 75, click mint. That's going to take 75 darker matter tokens and convert them into fuel cell NFTs. And that's going to give us 75 chances of hitting that jackpot in round 3. So right now we are all minting for round 3. It's round 2. We mint for the next round, round 3. So we'll hit sign here on ZKX wallet, which ZKX wallet is working better than all the other wallets that I've tried out so far, with a lot of the Pulse Chain stuff and with our website. So ZKX wallet here. And then waiting for confirmation. Then we should see some fireworks here. And congratulations. In just a second. Maybe. just that right after I said how good ZKX was, I go, look at the gas is incredibly affordable right now. 427,000 Gwei. Calm. Click for chart. Get out of here. Oh, access denied. So it's reading the gas off the website that the XLM file does not appear to have any style information. Huh. So it's reading it from gopulse.com. I know there's another site people have been using, but that's super interesting. Still waiting. Okay, so transaction signed 60 seconds ago, but not yet propagated in the public. Pulse chain RPC. So it's telling if you use Vabi, try doing Gamma IO. I'm pretty sure it's gone through, even though it says it's hung up in the mempool. I just wish we got to see the fireworks here. So I bet you in just a second we will see 75 missing from 530, which would be 45 minus 5, 65. It'd be 465. I don't know. We'll see that, and we'll see those show up, or we'll just run it again. But like I said, you mint, you farm, you get paid. So let's go to the farms next. Fuel cell farms right here. Just says that I am a navigator here. If I mint 2,193 more, I can be an admiral, and then I would need to probably mint 10 times that to become the grand admiral. But as you can see right here, you got 136 minted. Those 75 should be showing up soon out of 43,855. This is surprising to me. I figured there'd be about 60 or 70,000 minted in round 2, and I was pretty close on that one. And I guessed that there'd be 30,000 minted in round 3. There's 43,000, so I've been off by 13,000 mints so far. So there still won't be as many winners as round 2 at this point, but we still have 7 days and 17 hours to mint. So it'd be really interesting if round 3 caught up to round 2, as people see the potential to hit huge jackpots right there. But right here, you've got the fuel cell info. Out of these 1,000 fuel cells we minted in round 1, we've accumulated 3.3 dark. So we spent 1,000 darker, and now we've received 3.3 back. That's not a great return on investment as of yet. And as you see, we're staking a bunch of this. So what you want to do is, after you've gone through a whole round, so you mint for a round, you go through that whole round, you see if you hit the jackpot, and then you can stake your NFT for a bigger payout from the FOMO curve right here. You can see. So you got this small amount that's being paid out. 48,000 are going to be paid out in season 1, which is the first 8 months. Then season 2 is also 8 months. That one's paying out 240,000. So we go from 40,000, almost 50,000, up to almost 250,000. And then we jump from 250,000 up to 1.2 million in season 3. So the payouts are huge, and people would say, this is insane. You're just gonna, wouldn't that dump the price on the market? Maybe it will. But remember, these are all being paid out to people that have minted fuel cells. These aren't being given to just random people. And at that point, we'll see who dumps and who doesn't. What can we do with the price if the circulating supply keeps going down? So you go here to, you can click, we'll click round 1. We'll go to manage fuel cells. We'll take 10% of these bad boys. We'll click the I understand I'm staking these NFTs 33 days or 180 days per the button I press. The treasury wait is 0 until the stake time is fully served. So we're actually giving up about 13 rounds of payouts from that FOMO curve, and we want to do it now when it's low. And so we're missing out on those payouts, and that's our sacrifice for it. Once we hit day 180, our payout from the FOMO curve is going to go from 0 up to 100x. So we'll be paid every NFT, all these 1,000 NFTs will be paid like they're 100 each. So I may have 1,000 NFTs, but I'm getting paid from the FOMO curve like I have 100,000. And that's really powerful, is whoever does that. So really you're incentivized to mint, stake, and just leave it staked, because as long as I leave this staked at 180 days, I keep pulling out that 100x weight more than people that haven't staked, or NFTs that haven't staked. And as I leave that there, I can also go claim Liquid Darker for the bonus pool that pays out Liquid Darker. So I'm getting some Liquid Darker, and I'm getting a ton, hopefully a ton of darker matter on the inside of the fuel cell as well. So it's filling up like a piggy bank, but I'm also getting paid for leaving that piggy bank alone and leaving that piggy bank staked. So we're going to hit sign here. It's costing me 3 cents to mint like 35 or so. Let's see here. We might still have that stuck transaction, that stuck nonce here with the ZKX wallet. Let's see. We have activity. We have one. So really, actually, not found is that one. Interacting. So this one interacted with that one right there. That one says is not found. That one was confirmed. So maybe the mint wasn't confirmed. It was just dropped. But here we have the transaction pending on. Oh wait, no, here, this one right here, I believe, is the minting transaction right here. That one's pending. Oh, this is the one that's pending right here. So 6EOF7 must be the staking contract. But we'll wait and see if this pops up. If it does, great. If not, we might have to bribe the validators with some more crazy. It still says that the gas is incredibly cheap. I think it looks like it's under 400K right now, which is bananas. Might be an RPC issue. All right, we're just gonna have to hit the refresh button to get out of here. And yeah, we still have 530 darker, so that state may not be going through for some reason here. So yeah, it says it's still pending. So anyways, I mean, I'm showing you guys how to do this. Actually, it just jumped up to 646. So it spiked up a little bit there from the 400s. And maybe that's why it's pending. But either way, you mint, you farm, and then of course, let's go check out, get paid. We did sacrifice one of our jackpots to the void, and so we are one of the 162 that have sacrificed. So our payout, if this stays at, let's see, 1 out of 162, so yeah, 54.52, 5,452 EDI. Sexiest coin right now on Pulse Chain, because it just doesn't drop like a rock. Divided by 162, and that gives each winner $33.65 right now. That's not bad. I mean, the average is 740, so it would have been about $300. You get 30 of it back right here as kind of a rebate in cash. It'll be interesting to see what the whales do. Do the whales go buy up dark? Do they create deepen the liquidity? I don't know. I mean, it's a mystery. So yeah, $5,452 is going to be dropped, and people are going to be snatching it up, and it'll be very interesting to see what the sacrificers do with that. Mostly the whales, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, and then of course 180-day pool. This one is going to pay out in 100. Where's the timer? 176 days until anyone qualifies for the 180-day pool. That one has 64,302 locked, like serving their 180 days right now, out of a possible 159,000 roughly that were minted and are now mature enough to stake. And it says right here, each share was going to get 0.06 of the payout. The payout's going to be 3.69% of this total amount every 11 days. So this may not ever run out. It might get low and get to the point where it's just dust, but right now it's filling really fast, and it's going to continue to fill with all of the mints and all of the fees, the penalties from if the depleters. It's going to fill up with that darker matter for the next 176 days. A bunch could be in here, just crazy. Now look, the gas fell back down to 425. So let's actually go back to our fuel cell farms and see if our mint went through. Yeah, we're at 70% staked. Let's check our managed fuel cells. So all of these are not staked yet, and all of these are staked with the diamonds. And you can see we even have a few 33-day stakes here, so we can show you guys the 10x jump up in return on these 10 before we get to the 180 days. And you can see the progress bars here, just barely starting out. This one's got 31 days, 16 hours left. This one has 176 days, 22 hours. And then all these we can also stake. So I don't know. Let's go back to Mint and actually let's check our ZKX wallet. See if that still shows up as pending. Yeah, see, it's still pending. That stake is still pending right there. But I think what we want to do is go to fuel cell and info. I think we want like 100% staked is what we're going for. That's where we're headed. Checking out the supply. This is the interesting part. This was at 13.9%. The 14% was at 13.9% before a couple more people went and claimed their 333 darker matter. And that's really interesting because, like I said, we started at about 18.5% in circulating supply. It'll be interesting to see how much of the supply goes down as people mint over the next 7 days to get into round 3. And yeah, bananas. The sales bot tax is well, it says it's responsible for $197 of the EDI pool, but that's because the price is down to 40 cents. It reflects the price, so it's not actually accurate because you guys are like, that's only like $4,600, but there's $5,400 in the EDI pool, and that's why. It's because some of those were sold at higher prices, some of them at lower prices. I mean, some of those were sold at like 29 cents. So that's pretty interesting. But as this circulating supply dwindles, it'll just be really interesting to see what that does to the price charts, right? Doom scrolling Twitteroonies. I don't know why, but my live stream's not showing on the side here. So I just went to my webpage and then I retweeted it here. Not sure what's going on right there. But either way, I'm glad you guys are here watching, and shout out to Replay Gang, of course. Wix.pix, I was listening to some spaces from Tangent and guests, and he was talking about a lot of really deep AI stuff here. Some very interesting things you can do. I think if you hold a certain amount of Wix, you are able to use some of these services, products, and websites that are AI driven. Never kill a frog's dog. Love it. Let's fucking copy or shill to Telegram. Have fun staying poor. Have fun staying middle class, higher. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, good stuff by Tangent. Very interesting stuff. Here's the Wick World. These are wallets that are creating their own little house here. Like here's some with 282 Wick, 1,000 173 wick. And then these big ones right here are like, oh, where are they here? Member, capital. Yeah, it's very interesting representation of your ecosystem. I love it. Very interesting. All right. Let's see here. Go Pulse Gas. That one didn't work. You can buy darker if you don't have enough darker, or you want more darker, or you just want some to just watch it. You can go to switch.win. You can also go to Squirrel Swap, and those are two places there. If you type in darker, it'll actually pull up with our logo. You can double check the contract address with the one right here at the top, right there. Let's take a look at the charts today. And I think what I should do is probably post these very interesting charts that kind of show what happens every time people mint and 5% is sold on the market to pay the EDI sacrificers. Very interesting. This one is darker and dyed. So this one actually, well, I keep putting these back where they're supposed to be. Let's go to the daily and see if it fixes them. Yeah, so as you can see, this is round 0, and the minting just destroyed the price down to 25 cents. And then it snapped back up to 77, 78 cents. And then the round minting for round 1 pushed it back down to 48 cents. It recovered for round 2 because round 1, this minting was the smallest so far, or much, much smaller than this minting. And then round 2, you see this minting going all the way down to 34 cents. So yeah, I talked about the price coming back down here to like 34, 35 cents, and it stabbed all the way down to 33 cents. So that's quite, that's a lot of selling. I think someone hit the button, like, I think it would have had to have been like 114 times to sell all of that darker on the market. And now you got these crazy low prices right here, which if they stay down here tomorrow, when the whales get paid, that'll be interesting. 24-hour volume is 1.8K. That doesn't seem possible. Let's actually scroll down here and see what's going on. We'll probably see a couple big candles too popping it back up. Yeah, so here's a buy of $9, $10. These are the sells. See all these 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Those are the converter button being hit over and over and over and over again. I think that someone sacrificed to the void and they're like, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat so well. Like F7, 6E6. I think they are looking forward to getting paid by EDI, or they just love hitting buttons. But look at all those 5s, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. An incredible amount, and then another buy by $30. So people are just coming in and just eating this as it drops. In fact, if we go back to the 15-minute chart, you can see the buys right here of $10 or $20 or $30. Boom, 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 boom. Just eating right here at the bottom. And then you can just see the EDI conversion pop, walk all the way down. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know what the price is going to do when people get paid, and I don't know what's going to happen during the next mint, because remember we got 66 mints in this game. We got 66 rounds. So at some point there's going to have to be a tipping point for people to want to buy new tokens versus, I mean, most of the tokens we see played out right now, a few $1,000s where you can see were our new money that bought in. But for the most part, these are people with their airdrops trying to figure out the best play, the best move to make. And we're seeing the whales mint as every time that the price of gas drops. So yeah, this is a very interesting chart. Looks like a cityscape almost, but a very predictable chart up to this point. Interesting. Let's check out the rest of the market. Actuators down 3%, PulseX down 3%, Rat Pulse is down about 3%. Dr. Doge is down about 3%. Pink Miss Well is down 10%. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at Pink Miss Well. All right. Pink Mist Whale. Oh, someone's been making some buys right there. Look at that. Someone just bought a big pile of Pink Miss Well. And someone just sold $234 in volume. That's pretty big for these pairs. Looking for a big sell. Just seeing a bunch of dollars here, dollar there, $16. So $16 being sold right there, $31 being sold right there. That one's big. It's a big sell. That's over $1 million right there. $1.5 million just dumped. Boom. Wow. $17 right there. And then those giant jumps that you guys saw, those are buys of like $10, $7, $8, $4, $12. Like they're not those green candles are pretty crazy. So yeah, interesting. You can get 1 million of these for $20 right now. That's bananas, because this is what happens when people in darker matter buy and send it to the Pink Mist Well. The Pink Mist Well just hangs on to it. The price gets bananas, like really bananas, until all of Pulse Chain dies in a bloody fire. Interesting. Hex Pulse. Hex is down 3.69%. Is someone messing with us? 3.69%. Still above a penny. Still above a penny. Darker and Pulse is 43 cents. That one only has $84 of liquidity, and it has $43 of volume running through it. That's crazy. The converter was running through here, which was wreaking havoc because of the low liquidity. But now I don't know if people are like selling maybe some dark to pay for the fees or what they're doing, but that's quite interesting. Darker and dies at 39 cents because someone's hitting that button, baby. Very interesting. Someone walked in. Yeah, the $9 buy is the last one there, but it's gone down to 39 cents. That's crazy. So that buy took it from 33 cents to 39 cents, basically. That's what I'm seeing here. Wow. $10 buy can just really rock some of this stuff. That one's got $668 of liquidity, 1.8 thousand in volume. That's crazy. Let's see here. Darker and Hex, 2K liquidity paired with our friend Hex, our Hexagon friends, our Hexagon family. That one also went from 34 cents up to 42 cents. So I'm wondering if these DEX aggregators splitting some of these. Oh, that's a $30 buy right there. $30 buy, snap that one up. $30 buys, moving the chart. Wonder what's going to happen next. Darker and PulseX has 3K of liquidity. That's pretty damn impressive, actually. And it's same thing. Went down here, touched 36, back up to 42. See, look at that. $9 of the buy, $12 of the buy. So this is a DEX aggregator splitting some of these buys up and pulling the whole market up. $10, $11, $10, $12. We salute you, Mr. 81380. I think they understand the assignment. I think they understand a great deal when they see one. Actuator. The actuator pair is down to 46 cents. Ow, dang, that one popped up really nicely, actually. That one bounced, and we don't have the same one here. Yeah, these are just a $1.50 buy that popped in here. Just moved it. Well, there's $118 of liquidity. That's why. So 10% of that was the volume. Crazy. Pink Miss Melon Darker's got 3.7K liquidity. Very nice. And that one right there is, you can see that what happens when people buy this pair right there. Oof. And it's at 40 cents on this pair. Not bad. And let's see here. Dr. Doge and Darker. Let's talk about Dr. Doge. Dr. Doge has gone ahead and added the let's go to notifications here. Added this one right here. Friendship confirmed with Dr. Doge. Very cool. This is in response to this one right here. For those of you who don't have enough Darker, here's a way to save humanity and get paid at the same time. So yeah, Darker is getting paid out. There's 387 being paid out. Daily reward is 1. I think there's like 15 to 20 like die-hard folders, and they'll definitely end up with at least one Darker matter, maybe more to come and play the game with. That's pretty interesting. Love it. Love it. Yep. Yeah. Thanks to our friends over at Dr. Doge for being so cool with the liquidity and paying people out, Wick, Indican, and of course Dr. Doge. I'm gonna have to remember, I always forget to turn my folder back on when I go to bed or when I go to work. I need to start hitting fold all again, get this baby pumping, because I've got to get some more of that sweet Doge. And now Darker matter, that's pretty badass. So shout out to our friends at Dr. Doge. Awesome project, awesome community. Darker and Wrapped ETH has $500 liquidity. Ooh, this thing was up to like over $1,000 liquidity when it was up higher. Look at that, dude. $63 a volume. Okay, Darker Neon is at 34 cents. You can get Darker for 34 cents over here. The Neon, people are not giving up their Neon. I get it. It's a pretty cool project over there. Shout out to Left and the Mexicans. Nuts. We got Nuts and Darker, $200 over there, and yeah, people are not letting go of their nuts for Darker. 46 cents. It's actually not that bad over here. Someone, yeah, there's a little pump. $23 there. Morpheus is down a couple percent today. Darker is all the way down at 38 cents over here. So if you guys got some Morpheus and you want to go hit this, there's $800 of liquidity with Morpheus. That's not a small pair. Consider to the other ones. Where's the other one? Pete-Eye and Darker. There's $46 of liquidity here. Pete-Eye is down 3% today. And the Darker over here is at 469. Nice. 6 cents. And then, of course, Darker and ProveX is at same thing, 4696. Interesting. They're starting to move in lockstep. And $9 a volume on this whole chain, $94 in liquidity. It does not take a lot to move this baby right now. And there could be some big fans of Darker getting paid, $5,400 of EDI tomorrow night that they can claim. And I'm thinking they might go shopping if these prices are just hanging down here. Everything's on sale, baby. Everything's on sale. We got 35 people here. Good to see you guys. Wild SJ appears. What is up, SJ? Have you been listening to my book? I know you got some good pointers for me when it comes to reading audio. She is a professional. And I've been reading The Rings of Dust on a playlist on YouTube. If you guys want to listen to the book, that it explains all of this and is inspired by all of this and inspires all of this and the art and the music, go to t.me/Anti-Gravity Saga. Click on the pinned message. Boom, 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 boom. And it's you can actually read the entire book that's going on right now. HT Vibes, ahoy mateys. What's up? Darker at a discount. Tuesday is EDI Day. That's right. Tomorrow is EDI Day. And then Disillusion 2022. I believed his something Clippy. Okay. What cash? I invested in a crypto 5 years ago, and I sacrificed in the PulseX Pulse chain. My entire portfolio is 98% down. So what cash? The cash that we're talking about right here. And thanks for joining us, Delusion 2022. The cash we're talking about right here is this EDI that's going to be, paid out or claimable. It's going to be swept into this right here, and it's going to be claimable by the people that sacrificed over $200 of darker a few days ago. Like it's bananas. It's bananas. People are looking at I think they're seeing the bigger picture here, and they're delaying gratification after they've been delaying gratification for 5 freaking years. Here is the book on GitHub, the Polaris, Las Vegas. Wait a minute. What about, the first start? Oh, if you go to Rings of Dust, CTS ready. Yeah, this one we're all the way up to chapter 18 right now. Raise cargo. And then the secret site is, wait, did I try reading? Maybe I did read 19. Or maybe, oh no, there was a bunch of it was messed up earlier that we rewrote that we'll be hitting soon. Yeah, earn very proven science. There you go. Check this out. This is where you can see these that are going to be given out. Here's the donation hot wallet right there for Darker. If you guys want to donate Darker and pay these people, tip them for folding proteins and helping researchers on stuff like Parkinson's, cancer, Alzheimer's, and there's another one. Did I say cancer already? Cancer. And then if you donate these ones down here, you can tip them in Wrap, Pulse, Hex, Peacock, PDI, Provax, Pulse Guy, and Top Hat. Top Hat was up here just a second ago, so it just needs more than its daily reward to pop up here and pay out. But you can go here, and they have a very basic setup, very easy to follow their instruction and start folding and mining. Let's see if there's any good deals here on 0x Bistro. Some Darker was snatched up here earlier this week. Burnex and Top Hat, those are old listings that are out of the money. That's why it's in red right here. If it's red in here, if it's green, like the Darker was green, it was like $70 for $70 worth of Darker for $60. So you got $10 of Darker for free, and that didn't last there very long. It was green, and then it'll also go yellow and green and red if it's out of the money. But this is a great place to buy and sell your tokens without harming the price of your tokens, hopefully, because you're selling it to a person instead of a bot. That's pretty cool. Nexian, right here at NexianPulse.com. They have a build where you can build your own tokens, your own farms. They have your earn where you can lend and be collateral and get paid for being collateral. You got Explore, which has all sorts of cool stuff here. And you can even farm NFTs here. That might be an interesting thing that goes on depending on who's staking and how much it pays, right? So Neon burned today, 117 Neon were burned today. That's sweet. Total borrowed 5K, total supply to 8K. Very cool. Yeah, create a Flux farm pool. So it tells you all this stuff. And the cool thing I like about here is they have easy and hard. So if you go to farms, create farm, learn more, maybe it's on build, create DApp, create token. On one of these, there's an easy and a regular setting. So if you just go to easy, it gives you less options. So it's easier to use, but you can tweak almost every piece of this ecosystem. Very, very cool stuff. Like I said, here's Darker Matter, the playlist. There are 26 videos that are 20 minutes to an hour long. This one's 2 hour long. It's the longest one. It's the second part of the prequel, the first Spark. And yeah, you can just listen to me mumble through these very slowly and stop and write notes and then yell at Claude about not fixing something for the 18th time. It's fun. It's a good time. Let's check on Old Man Bitcoin. Old Man Bitcoin is sitting at 63K. Oh my goodness. So not only has Grandpa Bitcoin not fallen down the basement stairs, he looks like he's standing up in the kitchen again because he fell down the stairs from the upstairs. Um, and now he's kind of hanging out in the main living room. We'll see if he goes climbing back up the stairs. Excuse me, or if he falls down the basement stairs to like 40K, which a lot of people are hoping for and calling for. I don't know. We'll see. Let's check on the little sisters. Probably, I'm going to guess we're in the $1,800 range right now. Oh, close, 1781. That's still above what the SAC address bought at, I think, which is good. Let's see here. This was the keeper address that was hitting the convert button over and over and over again. And it hit the button 2 hours and 49 minutes ago. So this is like on a 1 to 2 hour hit where it just kind of sells some, it just at a very slow pace. But then if you go to the website, you can just hit that button like a crackhead. Check back here. I love the new UI. Lots of alpha. Thank you. Red Ray, what's up? What's up, Bright Light? The founder of the Yep token. We have Yep paired with Darker right now. We'll get into that in 1 second. Hex Glenn's in here. Jonathan Kampala is speaking up before the end credits and the end music. Yo, what's up, my brother from another mother? CryptoCat 50, good evening. If you guys have not seen Mr. CryptoCat's videos, he does some really great travel vlogs and so goes to some beautiful places. So go to CryptoCat and subscribe to his channel. It was more like 289 button presses or so to sink the price by making it rain. So yeah, like almost 300 times someone hit that. Sorry, I'm late. That's all right, Steve Stash. You're always on time. KCW 6950. I miss my crypto friends. Normies suck. They do suck. They really do suck. That's all I want to do is hang out with my Hexagon, Nexican, and Space Cult friends in real life. 10% stake now. Thanks for the win. Boom. You bet. Thank you. Thank you for staking, man. 100% stake, not 10. Yeah, we've seen the staking amount go up very high here. It started at 0% stake because we couldn't stake until just a few days ago. Till like 3 or 4 days ago, we couldn't stake. And just in 3 or 4 days, 64,000 or about a quarter of the whole supply has been staked, which is crazy. We might see those all the way up to 159,000. We might see almost all of the round one fuel cells staked. Right now is a great time to stake because we're just getting paid a tiny bit of dust from the FOMO curve. And so like to skip 6 or 13 rounds of low payouts and then jump up to 100x, it's the winning move. Like I've told a lot of people this. I'm like, mint, sacrifice your jackpot, especially in the beginning, and then stake for 180 days. That's kind of that's the winning moves right now. That's the alpha. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember to fold these proteins when I get back on. SquirrelSwap.pro launched DApp. Check this out. This is what we like to check out right here. You go to Trade, Liquidity, Pool Explorer. You can scan any token here, and it'll show you a very accurate and good list of the tokens that are paired right here. I'm looking for Yep. Where's my Yep token? There's my Yep token. $363 paired with Yep, and it's got a price of 57 cents. I think I need to update this one because it's saying that we're up at 50 cents. Let me refresh this. There we go. That's more like we're at 41 cents. The Oracle, I don't know what this Oracle line is. This is very interesting because you got the Nexius and is that Bitcoin? No, Doge. Oh, no, DAI. Okay, so eDAI and Nexium are right here on this line. It says Oracle. and they're down at 41 cents. PDI is just, oh, sorry, Emit is clear down here. Emit's a big farm too. It was well over a K liquidity when the price was up, and it's way back here. And then you got Pruvex up here holding steady at 43 cents. That's interesting. So it shows you, this is cool. He's added the logos to the bubbles. So you can see which pairs are the biggest. Right here we got PulseX with 3K. And then we've got, here's the median price where it's just got our logo. And then Nuts, Darker Nuts is right here. Yeah, this is actually really cool. And then here's our Dragon Believer, tiny amount right there. What's this one over here? It's too small to see. PTGC has 43 bucks of liquidity, and it is down at 37 cents. If you got $5 you want to spend on Darker, go get some PTGC. Actually, it probably won't work because you're paying taxes on PTGC in and out of PTGC. But either way, that's crazy. That it'll take the bots 20 cents or something to make it worth them arbing that with the taxes on it. Very interesting, very impressive. A lot of friends here, like a lot of pairs, like pairs that you won't see on Deck Screener or Gecko Terminal. They show up here. So shout out to Squirrel for creating so many cool things. In fact, actually, if we copy this one, this is another one I like a lot. We'll go copy, and then we'll go tools and portfolio. Portfolio is cool. Let's view the portfolio of this Stream Wallet right here. So basically, we got 213 bucks of Darker. That's our the most of anything. We have some Actuator, some Dr. Doge, a little bit of Pulse, and then you can also click on NFTs. And I don't think we verified the new fuel cell NFTs, but this shows the old V1 563 NFTs in here. Shows our Ponks, shows our Pulse Bytes from Harry Labs. Shout out to Harry Labs. He asked if he could share something in Telegram, and I told him yesterday, and I don't think he's checked it again, but he wanted to share something there. Very cool. This one right here, Scry. So if you go to Scry, and we're actually going to paste the contract address for Darker Matter, and it'll show you all of the connected addresses to Darker Matter. This actually might take a while because it's going to be all the airdrops and interesting. Let's see. And I think it shows the bigger connections too, where the most money is going to and from on this one. Step 3 of 5. Maybe I should have chose like the Stream Wallet here because it would have less stuff going on. 4 of 5. Wait just a second longer. And also shout out to Red Squirrel. Red Squirrel is the creator of the Ring RNG random number generator that we use to draw natively on Pulse Chain our jackpots. There we go, 5 of 5. This should be popping up here. Look at that. How cool is that? So here's the contract address, and then you can see all these other addresses that it's connected to. And you could do expand, you could do new Scry from this address. You could do, let's see if we can find one we recognize. Let's see if we can find this one right here. The stream address. Oh, here's a whale right here. Let's do expand. Boom. Okay, so now look at this. We can zoom into here. Now here's a big old whale right here. Use the switch router to sell a couple Darker for some Pulse because it's currently staking almost all of its bag. Swap router, and then this one up here. Interesting. Yeah. So you can kind of like do a little bit of sleuthing and see what's going on with what. I like that one from Squirrel Swap. And that's about it. ZKX wallet has been really cool. working pretty well. In fact, let's go back and see if we can get this mint done, and actually see if this one still has the pending stake. No, it says activity confirmed. So we did stake a chunk. It took us like 4 cents to stake those. Let's try to mint now. Let's go how to play mint. We want to mint like 70 of these bad boys. Mint 70 fuel cells. And then we're going to change from fast to ape just in case this gas flies up. Dude, that gas is crazy low. That's cheap right now. Set for 407,000 Gwei is cheap. That's nice and green. Those are good cheap fees to be staking and minting on right there. Come on, baby, give us the fireworks. Hopefully we're not on a stuck nonce and we're trying to use the same nonce. I don't think we are. Come on, baby. Give us fireworks. Fast and cheap. Yeah, it says it's not working. Not yet propagated. Usually mempool lag. Wait another minute if it hasn't landed. We'll check back there. Let's go here to StreamYard. Can we still sacrifice? You can still sacrifice, but you only want to sacrifice your lottery winnings right now because those have 333 darker, so it gives you a decent amount of weight in that pool. Red Squirrel, can you provide liquidity feeds from Switch X? Thanks. It's a nice request. Let's see if this is still pending. Yep, still pending. So, anyways, like I said, it's very interesting. A bunch of wells are going to be given a bunch of cash in the form of EDI here. Roughly $5,454 will be able to claim right here with the claim button. And then we'll actually see the EDI convert in real time, and it'll just pile in here. And it will be claimable every time EDI gets paid into the pool. It's claimable. So, and you can also gift to the pool. You can donate EDI or darker to the pool. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so just teed up. I'm excited, teed up for tomorrow, and we'll see what the whales do. Well, I'm late to this party. Hi, Max. Hey, what's up? Believe in yourself. You're never late. You're always on time, bud. All right. Well, so like I say at the end of every stream, you matter. What you do matters. You don't have enough dark matter, and you're very valuable. And I cannot wait to hang out with you guys in person when the bull run starts running. You're the best community in crypto, hands down. You guys just kick ass. I love the space cult. And eventually saw me and all the lurkers that will not say our name. There's several streamers that don't say space cult. They won't say anti-gravity. They won't say darker. They won't say any of the names associated with us. And eventually they will. A lot of people will be, oh yeah, I knew about. Oh yeah, me and darker go way back. Me and anti-gravity. Me and AG project. Oh yeah, yeah. You'll see what happens. Oh, this is what I wanted to see. Go here. Let's see the fuel cells. We had 75 holders, and now we have 72. I thought we had 75. Either way, this is the number I consider of our communities. That's that 72 right there. So anyway, we're gonna end the stream. Let's find. We played Corey at the beginning. Corey Investor, love that. I'm kind of tempted to do Red Squirrels or Cape Figures darker matter right there. We got these other ones too, though. We got this one that's Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse X from K Figure, and then we got the APG Darker Matter Vertical. This is Axiom Icon right here, Rings of Dust. That one's pretty good too. And then Sacrifice to the Void. Let's just go out on that chill one, because the people that have sacrificed to the Void are going to be very happy that they did, I think, very soon. So like tomorrow night, they'll probably be very happy. So check this out. Thanks so much for joining me. You guys are awesome. And Replay Gang in the morning, we love you too. Like these videos, repost them on X. We've got to get this community from 70 to 150. We need a 2X the community of minters and stakers, because once you get a taste of that sweet jackpot and you get to play around on the site and you listen to the story, I think it's pretty good way to hook you. So anyways, yeah, shout out to Tangent, shout out to Dr. Dose, shout out to Nexian, shout out to Squirrel Swap, shout out to Switch X Finance, shout out to all the homies and all the different sub communities and crossover communities, DGen Roundtable. We see you guys. I'm hoping to get on Randy's group real quick. I did send him a message. I don't know if I sent it to the right place for him to see it, but I'd love to get in on the No Permissions group and update those people. There's quite a few darker holders in that group, since we, that's kind of where we were when we launched. So either way, you guys stay amazing, and we're going to go out on this video right here. All right, ciao.
Pops up, the neon starts to glow. Lowercase connection, entering the show. Top right corner where the wallet interacts. Digital contract, tracking down the facts. The ticker symbols blinking on the sidebar screen. The dark is the atmosphere setting the scene. Round one is coming, the season's on the clock. Secure the network, time to lock it in the block. Welcome to the darker matter. Standard rules apply. Load the fuel cells up before the timer passes by. Into the void we will go, where the smart ones play. Minting out the future, trade into the shadows. Watch the ticker climb. Feel the data stream. Living on the edge of the cyber grid machine. Sacrifices, waiting at the gate. Calculating yields while we wait upon the day. Claim the EDOT payouts, tally up the wins. This is where the high stakes strategy begins. They say it's for the smart ones, written on the wall. A gamified ecosystem standing tall. Read the how to play if you wanna know the way. Before you launch the app or end in disarray. Ticks on the countdown, now it's done to days. The price of darker matter, moving through the haze. Is it an illusion? Is it by design? Watch the smart contract as it aligns. 3, 2, 1. Let the protocol run. Welcome to the darker matter. Standard rules apply. Load the fuel cells up before the timer passes by. Into the void, here we go, where the smart ones play. Minting out the future. future, straight into the shadows. Watch the ticker climb. Feel the data stream. Living on the edge of the cyber rhythm machine. Fuel cells over